Hey, howdy everybody, it's Glenn with the Cactus Atlas, filming in Utah today, not too far from Bryce Canyon, as you might be able to tell. However, we're not in Bryce Canyon, it's Labor Day weekend, and I tried to find a place where there are no people or few people. So let's go see if this is a good place to hike. There are multiple trails that cut through this terrain. We're taking a trail called the Arch Trail that starts on the other side of this wash. The challenge is how to get down here. This thing is pretty deep, but so you either have to climb down, or I did see people using this little spot to assist them getting up and down, which is what I'm gonna do. Now that we're down in the wash, I believe this is the direction we're gonna go. And I saw one group, like I said, I think I see the trail way up there. So we're about to climb up, I think, pretty quickly, but I think the distance is, like I said, really short, so I think we'll be okay. This isn't really gonna put me out, I don't think. So far, this is really pretty. I love the blue skies with the red rocks. Junipers, I assume, and other pines or piney type of plants. It's a really nice contrast there. And not quite the hoodoos that you'd see at Bryce, but definitely the same colored rock, a lot of the same coloration and interesting shapes. What is this interesting structure? Some kind of shelter, I take it? I don't know. It's pretty cool though. So this was not my original plan today. This was kind of an impromptu stop, mainly because I had one of the worst luck days I've had in my entire adult life, I would say. Just, you know, didn't get hurt or anything serious, but when I was leaving for this road trip, leaving Phoenix, my phone died. All of my location services stopped working, kaput. And I'm on this trip, I really need GPS and all of that stuff, so I had to buy a new phone. So that was like an hour or two, probably 2 hours, because we had all sorts of technical issues, still not completely resolved. Then as soon as I got back on the highway, there was like a 4-hour delay on the highway, and I didn't get up here to Utah until 2 in the morning, after 2. I was supposed to get up here, just to put it in perspective, about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I was gonna get up at 4 in the morning today, go to Bryce for a sunrise hike to beat the crowds. It just wasn't gonna happen. So Amy found this place, and I can definitely say so far, crowd factor is amazing. Very few people, which I guarantee if I went in the Bryce right now, I'd be screaming, pulling my hair out. You know, just so many people, you can't find parking, just an absolute mess, especially on Labor Day weekend. No way I'm putting myself in that stress right now. And I'm so glad I found this place, because this scratches that itch, that Bryce itch, you know. Ooh, that sounds nasty. Oh, I'm not even gonna make a twisted juniper joke anymore, because it seems like I say that on every episode. It's probably getting old, but lots of twisted juniper here and red rocks. So my mystic friends, are there vortexes here? You got the red rocks, the weird shapes, and plenty of twisted juniper all over the place. But I don't feel that special tingle that you get, you know? So can someone explain that? Can someone explain? This thing is like a corkscrew here. Look at that. I really feel like I got to take that jab every time, just because of my continued annoyance of how do these twisted junipers differ from the ones in Sedona? I don't know. I mean, here's another good one, right? I mean, please, somebody explain this to me once and for all. I'm so confused. All right, I'm done. Got my twisted juniper jokes out of the way. It's probably midday too. And usually I'm leery now these days of filming because it's not ideal, but I love when you have that really blue sky with these red rocks, just because it really helps make that red rock pop out. And I've seen comparisons on overcast days, and it's just not the same. This is actually not bad right now. Got a lot of clouds too. Not supposed to get rain, but the last time I was at Bryce that happened too, so. But I've got my little dry bag thing in my backpack in case we end up getting any rain showers, which I'm doubtful we will. Now that I've climbed a little bit in elevation, I'm looking back down on the valley that we came from down there, down from Kanab, Utah today. Drove up here, and when that drive through that land down there, it's all like very lush green pasture land, you know, juniper type trees, little creeks running through like pastures, very picturesque. If you've never been up to this area, you're missing out. I've seen similar stone in Bryce. I assume this is natural, some kind of conglomeration of rocks. I mean, look, it's hard as a rock. I can't, you know, pry any of these loose. Not that I want to do that, but really pretty rock. Probably formed in water, I'm guessing. All these smooth stones, now just frozen in time. Very Utah. If you guys have not been to Utah, you'll see lots of red rocks all over the state. I would say the finest in all the nation. I would say finest in all the world, but I don't know if that's a fair claim yet. I haven't traveled enough. I found the arch right up here, and it looks like the trail goes right through it. The trail threads the needle, baby. Let's do it. Check it out. It's a really pretty arch. I don't know the name of it. I think it's just Red Rock Arch. I don't know. Or just the arch. Who knows? Here's the view from right underneath that arch. And you can see other cool, interesting formations. See that hole in that rock over there? I believe that's known as a window. You'll see a lot of those at Bryce Canyon. The precursors to hoodoos, which are those rock spire rocks that you'll see what Bryce is known for, Chiricahua, places like that. But this is an amazing view up here. A nice cool breeze too, in the shade of the arch. I heard footsteps. I guess you can, climb up there. I'm gonna try that after this. I mean, this was one of the main attractions I wanted to seek out. But I first have to thread the needle before I forget to do anything else that's absolutely important. So how many needles threaded is that on this show? I've lost track. Quite a few. But another one to add to the list. And for those of you that might be new, threading the needle is my term for walking through the eye of an arch, going completely underneath it. It's just something I started for fun, for my own personal juvenile entertainment. This is awesome. Go find something like this in a national park and see if you get time to get some good photos. As you can see, hoodoos, little rock spires all over the landscape up here. And there's a really nice one up there. You see that? That's a fantastic look at the arch. And you see little windows on top of it too. We've climbed pretty high so far, getting spectacular views from up here. So don't just come to see the arch, get up here and get some good views. We're gonna walk out that way, I think. Maybe our goal should be an overlook over there to get a view of that green valley below. I still can't get over how I have this place almost to myself. This is something else. Okay, we're moving on now. The window's right there. We're gonna follow the trail, like I said, over here to see if we can catch a nice view, see if there's anything else worth seeing. I think we can go up a little bit higher if we want to, but I've come up quite a ways and just look at that view. If you want my opinion about whether this stop beats out Bryce Canyon, if I'm being honest, the answer is no. Bryce Canyon is next level stuff, but you know, this here though, just to explore back here, it's like a playground of rocks. You get to see a lot of the same things you see at Bryce, albeit in lesser quantity, but still the same beautiful landscape, the same red dirt and rocks with all the green pine trees and everything. I mean, it's something. I love this place. Okay, so before we head back, like I said, I want to just go take a quick look right up there just to get the view. Then we're gonna try to head back down here and close it off as a loop. I'm making good time, so I'm right on schedule with my day at this point. So let's not dilly-dally, let's go get that one last look up there. Yeah, the views are really cool on this side too, looking back down towards the parking lot. There's a good look at the dirt road I came in on. Came the same direction that truck is coming. We're gonna leave that same direction too, and that's how you'd go to Bryce. The road continues this way, and there's a lot of like people in ATVs and off-road vehicles heading out that direction, so there must be cool stuff to explore out on that. But yeah, the road was easily passable for two-wheel drive, so don't even worry about it. The only time to maybe worry is if there's rain and those washes are flooded, but it seemed like a totally clear and well-maintained road. Yeah, this is awesome. So I came from Kanab, Utah, south of here this morning. Drove through all of this really lush green farmland and pasture land, ranches and the like down there. Absolutely fantastic. These people must be some of the luckiest people on earth to live out here, to be honest. But out of that way somewhere is Zion National Park. We might be visiting that later on this trip, we'll see. But one thing I want to comment on is, at one point when I make videos on Utah, it's the only place where people like to poke at me a little bit and say, son, you don't sound like a local. You stick out, you pronounce things incorrectly. And one of the most curious ones is someone made a comment of that nature about Zion National Park. I say Zion. How else would you really say it? My guess is Zion. Is that how you people in Utah pronounce it? Zion. I'm going to Zion. I don't know. Like I just, those regional pronunciations always trip me up. And that works both ways, folks, by the way. So next time you're in my neck of the woods, I might be correcting you. Now, I do like to pronounce things the way locals pronounce them, even when I feel silly doing it. There are times where it kind of pains me to say things in a different way, but I want to sound like a local. So anytime you can help me with that endeavor, please do. We'll get one last look here before we descend. And you know what? I almost never say this on this channel because I personally find it highly annoying, but we gotta do it as YouTubers every once in a while. If you like this adventure and you like things, you know, in the Southwest, we've been around now for a couple years and we've almost not missed a beat. Releasing weekly, faithfully and consistently. So you might want to consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell so you don't miss any of our adventures. And I promise you, we will not disappoint. All right. I don't even know what we're calling this area, if there's an official name. Once again, I started at the Losee, L-O-S-E-E trailhead. Maybe it's pronounced Losee. And then I took the trail that was just generically called the Arch Trail. So Amy will figure out what we'll officially call it. Check out our website at cactusatlas.com, by the way. And if you're ever looking for directions or something, we actually put blog posts and stuff up there to help you out. But yeah, it's Labor Day weekend and there's nobody here. And I got to taste the same flavor as Bryce Canyon, albeit, yes, not as grandiose as Bryce, but if you're not from this area, this is gonna wow you.